Okay.
We're good?
Hey, Camp Fam.
Hey, Camp
Fam.
Alright, eagle sight. Y'all two can see. We're good.
Thank you.
Okay, Camp Fam, we are back. You did not do that because you're in the middle of something. Okay. So, where we left off, Rasitlian was trying to open a lock. You had rolled
25 roll.
25. Okay. You don't get the door open.
But I'm like notches in.
You were working so furiously that you actually pushed a little bit too hard and you fumbled them and your lockpick fell on the ground.
So I'm gonna pick up the lockpick.
Okay. Well, when you look down, you don't immediately see it.
Dope. Well, isn't it because...
I'm not...
What are you doing? Rasitlian, what are you doing?
I want to pick up my lockpick. I'm just... Then eagle sight. Because I was going to do that before.
That's not even...
Okay, so you're... Okay,
It's like,
you're
oh, I dropped my lockpick.
Yeah.
Eagle
Alright.
sight.
That does improve your vision.
I'm just gonna
And
pick
things
up.
come a little bit clearer, and you notice that right on the bottom of the door there is a little sort of like alcove, and in that is a red stone, little red stone.
I don't like that. Well, I mean, I do, but at the same time, I don't. I assume. Alright. Is it like, can I just take it out?
Sure. I mean,
I'm gonna roll insight before I take it out real quick.
what are you trying to roll insight for?
Well, I meant to, like, trap, like, so it'd be
Oh, it's too
Protean.
late for all that.
Damn.
All right.
So glad we're not in that
So
hole.
you picked it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They're about to get
Do
blown.
you tell anybody? Or what are you guys doing here?
I mean, I'll
Hey,
tell
I
him
won't be here.
if it is
Okay.
what I think it is. I have my lockpicks back, right?
You would know if it was that, and it's not that.
Alright, I'll just tell the group.
Rasitlian. If you're having trouble lockpicking it, I could see if I could bust the door down.
Yeah, let's try it.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
So,
That
okay,
is a
so
very
hold on.
bad
He just
idea.
told you guys he found something, and you say, well, let's just kick the door down. That's your reaction?
Hold on, let me stealth
Well,
first.
why
then
did
you
we
can
let?
do it.
Why did we let them leave?
Well, that's
Well,
why
I'm
I'm
not
asking
walking in
instead
there.
of just doing.
They've already activated traps.
I have
They have to
my
deal with the consequences.
lockpicks, right?
The three of you guys, give me a knowledge roll.
Okay, I actually gained a little bit of knowledge.
That's
16.
Okay.
10.
You got 10.
Mm-hmm. 16 and
8.
Okay.
smart boy.
You don't really know anything. You guys remember that the blue stone, the white stone,
and the 13 stones.
they sort of remind you of something about this world. Alright, I mean, if the blue stone were the world, what do you guys think?
Wait, what was it again? So it was a blue?
Is a blue stone
Blue stone?
with a white stone,
Oh, it's...
Would the red stones be
Oh.
gods?
and then there are 13 holes. What does that remind
The earth?
you? Okay, Methandria, and what's the name of the moon?
A blood moon.
You're
But
not
it's
there.
not red.
we're
It's
not there.
Blood
white.
moon.
Yeah, but it's
But-
white. So, like,
Okay, so
that's
Oh my gosh.
the wrong color.
Ah!
you chose not to come.
It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
Because the 13 shards could, I mean, like, I kind of get it.
What are you guys thinking you're getting?
Alright, so what if we try and
I
take
think
the
it
red
means-
stone?
Do you
Well,
guys?
I don't
in one
know
of
if
the
I could.
holes?
I think...
Like, I don't
Got-
think my character would release this information even if it is wrong. What
It has
think
nothing
is.
to do with that.
Alright.
Alright.
It's not that.
Alright.
Oh, it's not?
Rasitlian, why don't we try taking this red stone and put it in with the one of the holes for the white and
Would
blue
it
stone?
fit?
Does it look like we would fit? Insight. Oh, 26. Does it look like it would fit?
It does look like it would fit.
I have my lockpick.
Hold on. Okay.
Because I
I'm
did
just
say I was
gonna
gonna pick those up.
tactically retreat from the situation.
Tactical retreat is only in combat situations.
Well,
Here
I'm
you
a-
go,
So we
man.
just see a halfling.
So, okay, so
Yeah, I'm getting-
you wanted
Okay.
to fit it.
Yes.
Here you go.
All right.
Toss it to you.
So-
I'll back up just
Okay.
a little bit.
I'm
I'll
back
catch
pretty
it.
far.
Thank you, Rasitlian. I'm gonna go to the area with the white and the blue stones.
You got it.
But now we have to
Okay.
think, which spot do we put it in?
The
I
one
want to
that
put it in
looks
the
like-
spot that's like.
Wait, you gotta be smart about
Okay, so
this.
there are 13 now.
Is it in like a? Is it like blue, white? Is it like in a line,
No.
or
Okay.
is it at
No, it's
like?
in a circle around the
Okay.
white and blue, right?
Yep.
No,
So
I'm
it was-
saying like.
Okay, blue, and then there's a white, and then there's holes surrounding the white.
Now there's holes surrounding the
The whole thing. Am I
Oh, I
saying
thought
is
you
there
said
a
surrounding the
is there a
white.
spot that's like right aligned with it?
No.
Well, there are 13 holes.
What is there?
Oh
a
no,
hole?
he's asking, is
that
there a
is-
hole that makes
I
a straight
know what you're saying. I'm saying no. There are 13 holes.
Oh, you'd have to roll into it.
Is there a hole that fits up?
What was your insight?
No. I'm just telling you guys. This is what you see. So you have to figure out what you want to do.
Alright.
Put it in the hole that would even like that would make a line.
I don't think there's a hole that would make a line.
Just put it in a hole. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Which hole?
There are 13.
I would like to put it in the 7th hole.
Okay. So why don't you guys roll a learning?
Okay. Learning. Oh, my learning is even worse than my knowledge.
5.
It'd be like
6.
that.
Oh, same here. Crazy.
5.
Okay. For 1 EP, who can tell me what they think the
Wait, anyone?
redstone? No, just these three. What is the redstone? What do you think it is?
Anyway, so I would know.
Credit. Alright, let me think.
Shows.
Okay. So if it's the earth, well, Methandria.
Vandra,
Does it represent the sun?
Why would there be 13 suns?
Well, no, there's 13
To
spots
show
for it.
13
cycle.
individual suns? Is it the gods? What? Hold on. There aren't. Hold on. Let me think.
What's the lore of Methandria? It has. There's Methandria, and it has one moon that's called the.
What?
You never really
Damn
told me
fam, they're
this.
breaking my heart here.
You never told us this.
So there
You
is
have never
one moon
explained
called
to
the
us.
frozen moon. And what's the other?
Blood moon.
Okay.
But it's only
so,
every 13 years.
Damn fam.
It's
Woo!
the 13 years.
So, okay, what? Every 13 years.
Yeah.
Art.
How many holes are there?
13.
13
It's one
holes.
for every
Year.
year.
Okay,
And
so
there was also one snake for every year. There is
Oh
definitely
my
a
gosh.
connection
So,
here.
now-
We're past the snake's fail off.
what
There's a
what does that
correlation.
help your character think?
You
All right,
put it
you
in
rolled learning. What was your roll?
6. Same here. It's the same. It's
You
the
all,
same.
you all rolled 6.
Yes.
5.
Okay.
We all rolled the skull
You guys would have known from your upbringing, especially you two,
6.
that yes, the blood moon
It's every
is
13
actually a
years.
comet, and it travels in an orbit around Methandria, and it only appears in the night sky for 1 out of every 13 years.
So you should just put it in.
Being halflings, you guys automatically know the position of the stars, especially that one.
Yeah, boy, hand me that
And
stone.
so
Alright, here, have it back.
I will give you guys a roll, an insight roll,
Just
to
done.
see if you can determine, just the two of these, if you can determine which year we are at.
Roll it.
Wait, wouldn't it just be from our? No, I mean technically that would work. If you know what I'm trying to like think.
It's not. This is the roll that you have to do. It's not. You're not doing that.
Go. Okay.
You want to tell me a number?
Can I use the thing?
No.
No. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's just a 25.
Okay.
Same.
All right. You both know that it is the 12th year.
It's the 12th year. So
Someone told me. I was gonna guess that. Literally, if I were here,
Put it in the
we would be
12th
done by now, and I wouldn't even
Alright,
learned
I'm
any of
gonna
this.
take the stone and put it in
Wait,
the
you wouldn't
11th.
know.
I'm joking.
I told
Give
him.
me.
He told me. I'm
You
gonna
did
put it
tell
I was like,
here.
watch
It's
it
a
be-
halfling thing.
Watch it be
No,
1 year
it's not.
before.
It's
So
not.
I
It's
just
only-
just set everything up.
Okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in the 7th. I'm joking. 12th hole.
Okay. Alright, he put in 12 hole.
Okay, I'm gonna
Fine.
roll insight and see if I notice
fine, let's
anything
talk.
change right
You
after I
want some
put it in.
berries? Here's some berries.
Just
Uh,
find 12 more.
22.
Okay. Nothing changes.
I'm gonna try the door again.
Okay.
Okay.
Cause, well,
Are you trying to pick it again?
No, see if it's locked still.
yeah.
Just try and open it.
Trying to
Okay.
see if it's.
It's still locked.
Ah.
That didn't.
Is there anything at the bottom? Look again.
You gotta roll insight.
No.
That was nice. That was a nice 12.
29.
Nope.
Alright.
Rasitlian, do you want me to see if I can bust the door down?
No.
Alright.
Man, you were really jumping to bust that door down.
It's only.
I mean,
Hey, okay, how about this? So, how about me and Rasitlian go back to you guys if he kicks on the door?
No, it didn't. I mean, you felt like you were getting close, but that wasn't it.
So 25 was too much. 20 was too little.
25 wasn't necessarily too much. You were just too energetic in your attempt at it.
Mm.
22. Does that work? 22.
Mm.
No. Is it like? Am I starting to like?
With that roll, you didn't feel like you were getting a success, but prior to that, you felt like you were having some success.
I got a 12.
Okay. Alright, you hear the click.
I'm the master.
Alright.
If I can give me.
Master?
It only took 10 minutes, you know. Alright, so what are you doing? You unlocked it.
I'm gonna pull my lockpicks up so I'm not in that zone anymore and I can actually hear stuff. And then I'm gonna be like, hey, got it unlocked. You just want me to open the door?
open the door but stay behind it. So if something like pops out like a trap, you won't get hit.
Well, there aren't any traps on the door. So
Not on the
I'm
door,
just
but they
gonna-
could be in the room. Or somebody could be climbing on it.
Yeah, but
On-
if the door activates a trap,
Just stay
it would be a
safe.
trap on the door.
I just want to say that
Just
you were
gonna-
totally willing to kick down the door.
I totally
Yes.
was.
Alright, I'm
You
just
were
gonna
like,
open the
man,
door.
there might
Okay,
be some
alright,
traps.
so
in
you
here."
open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, in the room, it's not nearly as large. It's probably just a 20 by 20 circular room. There is a nicer bed. It's actually just, piled up haystacks with a thick bundle on top of it. And you see a small weapons rack and a small chest.
Okay, party loot.
Nah.
Can I check the ceiling again? See if there's anything on the ceiling.
Roll.
There's some more berries, dude. Right. Want to try my tea? What's it? Tea.
Hey,
That tea was
That's
cool.
You only rolled a 2 for the tea. I'm
Okay.
sure you want to drink that.
There's
wasn't
nothing on the ceiling.
okay.
Alright.
No, it's good to know.
I'm gonna roll insight. Are there any weapons on the weapon? 28.
Yeah, there are.
Roll that 2. 2.
All right. There are 2 spears that look like they are finely made.
What side is like?
So somebody needs to be writing this stuff down
Yeah, but like.
because I'm not tracking it right now.
Two
I got it.
spears, finely
I
made,
usually-
3.
And 3 swords of average quality.
Okay.
Look,
But-
there's 5 of us here.
None of them seem
Or 5 weapons.
magical.
You would have no way of knowing.
I
Market
would
price.
not.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at something
I'm just
doesn't.
gonna do market price only.
That's not going to help you.
No, just to see if they were like
It just-
semi-valuable.
Well, I mean, you.
I
wouldn't
mean,
have-
either way, we'll
market
probably
price has to do with selling value. That would depend on where you're selling it. How rare is it in that community, things like that. You're just not in a place to be able to gauge that.
So
Good cast. Oh, never mind.
Well, anyway, I suppose we should, confiscate this weaponry in case it falls into the hands of, somebody who may harm our
We're
elders.
just taking the weapons. You don't need to say it extravagant like that. Okay, we're taking the weapons.
We're gonna
All right.
take these.
Okay.
In the name of Wahuru, to make sure that
You take
protection
the
and
weapons?
love and
Yep,
stuff
we're gonna take
exists.
All right.
Just take the trinkets.
We're
Take the
taking
weapon.
them.
Can I roll
They're ours.
insight? Well, no, I wouldn't need to.
I will roll to see if the chest is trapped.
Wait, you're gonna open the chest in the room?
Well, no, I'm just
What
gonna
is
check
that?
if it's trapped. What?
What is your roll?
Oh, it's 21.
Okay. It does appear to be trapped.
Dope. Is it like trapped in if I were to lockpick it or if I were to lift it?
It appears, it appears to be central to the lock, not.
Alright.
Okay.
So we
What
can
if we
move.
break it open?
Then you'll set up the trap.
Mm.
So we can move. It
What's
does.
up with y'all? And
The chest is trapped, but it doesn't seem if like we move it and bring it back to our.
Okay,
Place.
alright, so
What
we
if
can
we
take the chest
magically
with
take
us
this-
and open it later.
Yes.
So what if we magically take the stuff out of it without opening the chest?
like what? Casting exchange on stuff you don't
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
have
we're
to
not
exchange.
listening.
No,
Alright.
Alright, let's go down the
So-
middle hallway. I'm tired
Hang on,
of this.
wait, first I would like to move the
Chest.
bed and see if there's anything under it.
What's up with you and this bed stuff?
Well, I mean, it's not really a bed. Like I said, it's just
It's just hay.
hay. I mean, you can move it.
You know what?
I'm gonna move it and see if
Alright,
there's anything
probably
under it.
Next time we go
Okay.
to sleep, I'm checking under Kaliff's bed because
So,
he's
go
got
ahead
stuff
and-
hidden there somewhere.
So he moves it.
I don't know what
Give
it
us a
is.
prowess roll.
Oh, prowess roll? Okay.
That's where he keeps the cess stuff.
This is why I roll 12s, 29.
Okay.
Of
All
course,
right,
this
you
is
just
when
move
roll
some
a
hay.
12.
Right.
You roll a 12 with the most useless
Yeah.
roll. Like, it's insane. Doesn't help at all. Could have saved that for a fight or something. But
I
no.
know!
I'll roll it, move
But I
it.
very elegantly moved that hay.
Yes,
Yeah,
you did.
no, actually, you just sort of booted it out the way.
Yeah,
There wasn't no elegance about
Very
that.
strongly though, like
All right,
it went
so
across the room.
what are you doing?
like your muscles
I'm
flex.
just gonna say, hey, we got a
Okay.
chest. It's trapped.
Alright.
Let's take it out and go to the middle one,
Okay.
in the middle hallway. Cause like,
Alright.
there's nothing else in the room.
Oh,
All right, it's
can I roll insight down the middle hall and see if I can see now that we put the red thing in place?
How about we carry the chest to Monotopus since he's not here? We'll just let him have it in the bag since
Yeah, and the
one of
weapons,
us can't carry all the stuff.
and the weapons too.
I mean,
Okay,
So
we
you
get the
guys
weapons
coming
now.
back to Manitoba? All right.
Yeah.
We get the weapons.
Hey
It
guys,
doesn't-
it seems to be clear out here. I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
I got you.
we're sure.
Yeah.
Monotyper?
Yeah.
Are you sure
Yes.
you wouldn't like to join
I'm
us?
gonna just roll persuasion.
All right.
Again. Okay. And with that roll of 19, I'm gonna be like, dude, there's some pretty crazy stuff. Also, it seems like the group could have used your guidance while we were in there. They were strong and deadly to themselves.
Okay.
And not to
All
the
right.
enemies.
Well, let me see. Yes, I think.
Yeah.
I think that
Such a
it
great
seems
idea.
secure out here.
Yeah.
I think we can go in there.
Uh-huh.
Watch him actually
okay.
have been actually
All right.
doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and take the chest
And the
Put in the bag.
weapons too.
and the weapons, put in the bag.
Let's go down the middle hallway.
All right.
Where the sessions are.
Weapons?
Okay.
They're probably like as tall as me.
All right.
And carry
So, confidently, Manitoba walking down the hallway. All right. Okay.
So Manitoba, the middle hallway is completely safe. You should go down it first.
I'm going
Middle
to
hallway.
facepalm Manitoba
Yes.
in a Romo. I'm going to be like, yeah, don't believe that.
Okay.
We haven't checked the middle hallway.
Okay.
We've
all right.
checked the other two.
The middle hallway is actually so dark
And
I
I'm
can
bringing
see
you-
through it with my undersight.
And I'm going to
Oh.
whisper, bringing you up to speed as we're getting to the intersection.
Okay. All right.
So now you're caught up.
Why would you need to
Okay.
whisper bringing it up to speed?
Because I'm just still
you didn't want to
continuing
yell it?
stealth, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we come again to the intersection. I believe you said you wanted to do insight to see if it's still as dark.
Yep. 19.
Okay. It does not seem to be dark anymore. Matter of fact, it looks like there might be a flame, but it's up and around the bend.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to the party. I think there's a flame over here.
Bro, we
learned.
Okay.
we
All right.
okay.
Just learn.
So,
Good job.
Took you long.
all right.
You guys are mean.
Manitoba pulls out his sword,
It's out of love, bro.
and I'm gonna start creeping up. So
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Roll stealth.
Me as well.
Manitoba hasn't quite shaken the
This-
atmosphere, so his stealth
Does
is
this
not
count
as
as
stealthy as
I
it
got a
should be.
32.
Does this count as stalking?
No,
Okay.
I got a 32. What did you get?
you are very quiet. I am not.
Rolling
Yes,
stealth.
You're at 12.
Such a useless 12. We don't even have to roll high.
I am
19.
not
Don't
stealthy.
care.
All right.
28.
Oh, stealth? Nice. Well,
Nice.
it
Good
doesn't
job.
matter because you guys are super quiet.
Nice.
And then me and
46.
Vandra.
Yeah.
46.
Look, we don't have to be around y'all.
46.
So, Manitoba turns the bend just as, well,
We're still.
Oh!
That's real
as-
unfortunate.
I'm much behind them, by the way.
just as in time to see a fire sort of burning out. The room goes dimmer, but there's still ambient light in the room for some reason. There, across the room, which is not a very big room, it's again another circular room, a little bit larger than the bedroom, and directly across from the entrance, there's a golden laced mirror. So it has a gold frame
it's
around
like
it.
the mirror
Oh,
thing.
the cave.
Let's go.
And at the
It's
bottom
halfling
of it,
people.
there was a fire, and that seems to be going out. And just as Manitoba's entering, because of the nice insight roll, he actually sees a hand disappearing into that,
Into what?
into the mirror.
Okay.
Can you see that? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
then
guys
I'm gonna go
know.
around like the fire, like keep it lit because I have fire starter.
Okay, so roll your insight.
Dope.
Oh wow. Okay.
26.
So as you are going near the fire, you see a big black rat, and I mean it's probably like the size of a cat,
Darn
and it seems like it's inspecting the ashes in the mirror. You weren't stealthing over, so. Okay, so it notices you and sort of backs off, but it doesn't really scurry and run like you would have seen other rats do.
I'm just gonna roll alchemy in the area. Well, can I does it seem like if I get closer to the fire that it'll back off more? Or is it just backed off?
Yeah, I mean, it's backed off. I mean, we're a bunch of large things coming in and there's a little rat,
I'm just gonna, I don't
I'm
know.
ready with my.
I'm gonna try it in differently. I'm gonna try, cause it's like it could be a magical rat. So I'll just try speaking.
It could be a
I'll speak in
magical
each
rat.
language, like that I know. Like,
What are you going to say?
I'm gonna say, we don't come to harm you, unless you are gonna harm us.
Roll naturism.
Dope.
While he's talking to the rat, can I go through the...
That's a 7.
Okay, alright. So the rat looks up at you and it backs up a little bit further and sort of goes behind the mirror where it's hiding in the
So
shadow.
I'm just gonna keep the fire lit then.
I would like...
Oh, hey, I wasn't there for the mirror last time.
Can I
No.
step through the mirror?
Hey, stop! Just stop, alright? We gotta
Well,
play our
no,
cards
no,
smart.
no, he can do what he wants to do.
I mean, there was a hand. They're
Just
getting
go.
away.
Just go.
Okay.
Might as well.
I'm gonna peer my head through the mirror, but not my whole body.
Smacks me.
Well, and you smack your head up against the mirror.
I'm gonna
Alright.
light the fire again.
Probably
And
use
I'm
a
gonna
spell.
stick a dagger through the knife, like just gently, like the butt of the dagger, not the sharp part. Just
So
to see if
you're
it's up there.
lighting the fire?
Yeah, because my guess is that the fire has something to do with the. It could just be like wrong, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna just very gently, not to break the glass, just tap on it to see if it'll go through. If not, then
As you light the fire, the rat, because it was hiding back in there, obviously it comes out and it sort of scurries around. But instead of leaving, it sort of pushes itself up against the wall, and it's sort of observing what's going on. But yeah, okay. So then you go ahead and take your knife.
Yeah, just like a little like.
Let's
not
kill it.
Hard.
Okay.
See if it will.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You touch it, and it's like touching water.
Great. All right. So
Let's kill the rat.
my assumption was correct.
I'm going to.
Do you say that?
No.
What?
Are you saying let's kill the rat?
As he says something,
been
I'm gonna
saying
cover his mouth.
I'm collecting some of the ashes.
Well, it's all on
Okay.
fire.
All right. So how are you going to do that?
It's on
I'm just gonna
fire.
grab a handful and put it in a pouch.
Well, it's all burning right now.
Oh, it's still burning.
Yeah.
Oh, because he
Yeah,
started
it's
it back up.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know if there was ashes elsewhere that he was inspecting. Or, okay.
There would have been, but it's all.
It's all in the okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So I'm
That's
good
fine.
at making
Okay.
fires.
Okay. So.
So y'all trying to go in?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's
Why
go.
not?
Okay.
I'll
I
say
don't like this
goodbye,
cap.
Mr. Rat.
What
What are you doing?
I don't like the cap.
The rat.
The rat?
I don't care.
So what
Cat
are you
besides
gonna?
the rat.
Are you trying to do something to the rat, or?
Let's see. I don't have a spell list, but it's the tier 1 of dominance. Like when you're trying to dominate, animal dominate or something like that.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Are you trying to make it your friend, or what are you trying to do? To
Yeah, because then I can get info if I need to.
Roll magic. Roll spell dominance.
Spell dominate,
Magic
bro.
is
22. Of course!
the one
You
time
rolled one higher than the.
So you do that, and the rat just looks at you, and then it keeps looking.
Let's go through it.
What a rat.
Wait, can I set it up to where the fire will burn for like just a certain amount of time?
No.
I'm so mad at
I'm
rolling
good at
12.
making fires.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Are you just
I'm a
not?
fire starter.
Just to appease me. Did I have a chance?
You
Out of
would
game.
not know.
Okay. No, I'm talking about out of game.
Well,
I'll talk to you later.
You would not know.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
sit
would
down
know.
and just add
All right,
people rap.
go on.
Let's
Okay,
just
so-
go through it. We're
all
walking
right.
through.
Okay,
We're going through.
Regular order.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Manitoba will volunteer to go first.
Alright.
Alright.
Really?
Sword in hand,
Go ahead, Mato.
he steps bravely through the mirror.
Taking out my bow and let's
Immediately
go.
gets shot back to the
No. All right, so Manitoba.
Now that he's gone, I'm going too with my bow in hand. Well, I
Right
don't
after
need to,
Rasitlian, I move through.
I guess I'll go since nobody else wants to.
Alright.
I'll go.
I'm last.
All right.
Take the rat.
And then I'm gonna turn around when we're in, wherever we are. I'm just gonna like look behind. If the mirror's still there, then I'll try the knife thing again.
Okay, roll insight.
It's 20.
Okay. Where we all walked through, briefly, because since you're the only one who looked, there was just the glow of the mirror. You know, it was like water just sitting right up there.
Yeah.
And as we went through, it started to fade, and then just before it faded altogether, you see a large black raven fly out.
Can I like spot it, like see where it's going?
Inside.
Then 19.
No, I mean, even though it
Start
is
using
lighter,
your detail.
there's a lot of woods and stuff like that, and the raven quickly just sort of.
Does the
So
dark
is it-
sight work here?
Yeah.
Can I roll
Is
insight
it-
and just see where we at? I mean, where we, what, are we
Sure.
in the room or? Nice. 32.
Okay. I mean, we are up higher than we were. We're not in the ravine anymore.
Okay.
It looks to be still be like in the hilly country again.
Huh.
More trees.
Seems like we're
Can I look and see like I've seen any tracks?
You roll. Actually, roll a survival.
Or
20
Okay. No, you don't see anything.
tracks. Okay.
Is
All
there,
right.
like, a path?
Can I roll survival and see if I find tracks?
Sure.
Ooh, 26. Or no,
See, that's why I'm not rolling.
yeah,
right
26.
Okay. So whereas Stitch was looking sort of over near where the mirror was, he didn't see anything. But you walked a little bit further, and owing to your understanding of how the guy threw us off the first time,
Right.
you sort of look over here, and you do pick up a little trail.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna, kind of whisper
Good
over.
job.
They're over this way.
Nice. Alright.
Okay. All right.
Cautiously, I'm being.
Very good.
Obviously, I'm being great English.
I mean, he already knows we're on them. Now he's just trying to throw us off.
Alright, so we're gonna move forward.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Same
So
like
we
order.
just
We're
keep
gonna,
going.
carefully follow these steps. Make sure, try and be a little shaky.
Topa's going to recommend stealth. So I'm going to.
Let's hit that stealth roll.
I don't need a really high
Nice.
roll
You're
for myself.
welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 1.
All right.
30. 39.
Jesus.
Nice.
Shut up.
39.
32.
I rolled
Man.
5.
I thought I was going to do it with my 25. All right.
I rolled a 1. I got a 30.
5.
What you got?
I
What you
rolled-
got? How good was that?
Even with a 12.
Oh, but you rolled a 12?
30.
Okay. Even with the a natural 12,
It's a 23.
it's a 22.
Okay, but you rolled a 12 though.
Yeah.
23.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm looking at
Okay. So, we keep following the trail.
I'm not stealthy, man.
Roll survival again.
Survival? I have Captain.
Confidence.
Yeah, that's why we
19.
work.
The only thing
Okay.
that's
We're
common
best
is
friends.
that magic.
We lose the trail.
Oh.
Can
I roll it?
Does somebody else want to help?
Yeah. I'll try to roll survival.
Okay.
the mess around. That's not it, Chief.
Yeah, 23. I mean 21.
Nope.
Nah, dude.
I ain't seeing.
Okay.
Can I roll alchemy?
Madatopa is going to pull out my whistle.
There he goes.
And
Hopefully,
I am
yeah.
going to- yes.
What other disabled animal are we getting this time?
It's like a raggedy squirrel.
Yeah.
Call an
We had a
animal
one-winged bird. Wow!
Here we go again.
It's a bird with no
We got a horse with no legs.
That'd be such a sad sight.
So
Just like
he does the whistle,
leg there.
and
A mangy
we hear
squirrel
some rustling
with no tail.
up in the trees. And we look up,
A bird with no
and
feathers.
there's a little chick, and it's just sitting there, and it's got his wings trying to fly, but it can't fly.
I was sort of right.
And
A bird
so
with
it
no
sort of
feathers.
it comes out of the tree, and it just lands on Madatopa's shoulder.
Madatopa got freaking Tweety bird.
And so,
Let me see
Thank
that.
you,
Let me
thank
see
you.
that whistle.
but go back to your family. So
It can't.
I'm gonna help it reach up to the tree and sort of toss it.
Even
I'm
when
gonna
it
jump
gets
on
hard,
it.
not a
Really?
total.
And
It died.
oh nope. Luckily it landed on a branch.
Okay.
Oh, I was
Luckily,
gonna,
it's
jump,
like a
I was
missile.
gonna jump on your shoulder, grab it, and
So-
like just lightly.
Imagine
throw it
if
in there.
Madatopa just threw a baby bird.
Maybe I should pass.
Oh, I missed. Huh?
I guess one of us can. We can.
I'm just gonna cast blind sight because he can't be that far ahead of us because it's 200 feet.
Okay.
He can be.
Cast blind sight.
I mean, we
200
followed
feet
him
is a
through the
freaking
mirror. To
large
be fair, Rasitlian did recite every single language he knows to a rat.
Exactly. I know what I'm doing. Right?
Okay.
So
Blind sight.
we might be a fair distance
Did it
behind.
work though?
You actually don't see him.
Or he's flying.
No, it would tell you it's an area.
Follow
Oh,
where I would
okay.
presume the trail keeps going. Like, if it's
Okay.
been like,
I'm
if it's been
working
like
on it.
windy, then I'll just follow like the same windy pattern until I like can like somehow see it. If I even do.
Right.
Or if it's like
Um,
straight.
I don't
I'm just
know
like
how you're gonna
I see.
follow.
I'm gonna
the
go
path.
ahead and tell him not to do that.
So guys, why don't we just hold on? Let me go ahead and I'll cast Animal Scout, and so I'll get a hog to go and do our surveillance.
I
Why didn't
wonder
you do that in the first?
if we summon a wolf, how good is it at tracking?
It's a tower.
No, that's for combat.
I know.
You
I
only-
mean,
you
But
know,
I'm just
they
saying, like,
yeah.
They could
It
sniff out.
wouldn't- no, it's a combat spell.
It's like in the tactile to like
You're not like summoning
Do
a
like a
companion
tower
or anything like that. So
work.
that's true.
Falcon comes
Okay.
And
Ooh, I want a
It's
pet
like the
falcon.
opposite.
gonna let it just go out.
Okay.
Is it just the chick that's grown up? Did the chick grow up real fast? Let's do with that.
Alright, so it's gonna have 3 rolls. See?
I'm giving you some positive energy.
I'm trying to get the
Give
back.
me negative energy.
Please stop.
You just rolled 12.
Wait, what? Did he give
just
you
rolled
negative
12.
energy?
Keep rolling until I get
Why'd
up
you
to
do
about-
that?
So
Again.
it even
Positive
Double
energy.
12, but we don't have to worry about it.
More so than
A
the
little
negative.
bit less.
No.
negative energy.
See? Not that bad.
Stop giving you negative energy, man.
Positive energy.
7. Okay. Alright.
I sucked all the bad
Yeah,
energy
negative
out.
energy.
You should have just gone with the positive.
Okay. So after about 30 minutes,
It's still negative energy.
it does see about a mile or so ahead. There's a clearing, and it can make out several humanoids.
Oh wait, what are we doing?
Are
Oh
you-
yeah, we're trying to save this dude.
Yeah, we're trying to save
Why?
the hand.
Wait, stop. Continue. What
Yeah,
I
why
mean,
have we
but
gone this far?
that's all it can gauge.
you said? Several.
Several humanoids
Okay.
already in there, and it does. There's a humanoid approaching.
Us?
Us?
No, approaching the others.
Okay.
Oh.
And they're-
Oh, okay.
Y'all
The
said that.
human
They're a
approach
mile.
the other.
A mile away.
About a mile away.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we have
Demon
2
host?
options. Do we actually care enough to catch up, or
Do we
do
leave
we
now while we have the chance?
not care?
Well, I mean,
I
guys,
don't
we've
care.
we've already come this
Yeah,
far.
we
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah,
go.
we can just
Yeah, but
and
that's
we can
not
just turn
more than a
around.
portals, you know, thing. Where you're just like, well, that sucks.
Could we cast a portal there? Because we know we're.
Because
Oh, let's keep
You
it.
don't know.
well,
where
we
to go.
haven't been there before.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's go quickly.
Actually, we could.
So you want to go quicker?
I need a roll for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, we can
No,
fairly.
we're
Alright,
stealthing
so
up.
No stealth. You want to go?
I'm
Just,
stealthing up.
I'm stealthing up.
I'm not. I want to go ahead.
Why'd you roll a 1d4?
No.
Well,
I've
that's
kept
okay.
my
I had to
stuff.
roll how long
Stupid.
my
okay,
blind
so you're
lasts.
going to.
I
I want to go ahead
Are you
up.
flying
When you
or
get
are you-
shot-
I'm flying.
When you get shot
Okay,
down,
all right.
All right.
I'm stealthing.
So the
I'm
rest of
alive.
us are stealthing,
And I'm
and
on
you
fire.
just decided to solo dolo.
Yep. There we go.
20 at 39.
Okay.
I'm keeping my distance away from them.
well, I mean, you might as well.
Roll stealth, guys.
Alright.
Oh wait, we have to reroll stealth.
Yes.
In that case, I might be going with you, Stitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got a
I only
wingman.
rolled a
Let's
4.
go.
Yeah.
It's a 38.
Looks like Stitch and I are rolling.
39.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
12.
What'd you
Your
No,
roll?
stuff
you're
is
not.
way better than mine.
Shut up.
What would you-
So,
Wingman.
all right. So we're stealthing, and you guys are just going straight at it.
I'm
Okay.
not going quite
Alright.
as fast as him.
Um.
Wait, hold on, time out. Wait,
Nope.
hold on. I'm not going with him.
So what are you doing?
I'm in the air,
He's
Okay,
flying.
and
but he's flying full speed. I'm just cruising.
but
just
again,
chilling.
you're not doing it in any stealthy way.
Man,
I
it's
tried
good
to
for you.
stealth.
So what you
I was
did is
just bad.
you rose above the trees,
No, I tried
and
to
you're
stealth.
flying
It was just bad.
slower than he is.
All right,
It
above
was
the
just
trees.
bad.
Okay.
Above the trees.
All right.
It's bad stealth.
Okay.
It's attempted stealth.
Just fly at like
Just
Mach
horrible.
16. You're
What is
fine.
your investment?
Oh, mine?
No,
Stitch.
Stitch.
44.
Oh, that's why you were confident. Yeah, see,
Okay.
I knew I shouldn't have just jumped
What's
up
your
with you.
investment?
Yeah, it ain't that. It's the 32.
Okay.
Yeah, they hit.
On cold rain.
They hit me. I'm just gonna fake go down.
All right. And arrow streaks up at you and misses.
Yeah. That same arrow come hit me in the arm.
Arrow strikes you.
Yeah, I told you.
Where? That's the question.
I just want to let you know. Like I said, my plan is if it hits, I'm gonna fake death. And
You take
fly
16
down.
points of damage.
Oh,
Okay,
you
I
might
mean-
have to like.
16.
That's a decent amount of
You
damage.
might actually
I'm
have
not
to die.
No.
Roll impulse.
Not after that.
You too.
Oh,
No, we're not even there yet.
25.
I wasn't even there.
Well, you're flying and we're stealthing, so at stealth we're
I
walking
was stealth
slower.
flying.
Yeah, no.
It was
You
just
said,
bad
I'm
stealth.
just gonna give up,
He
and
was
then
stopped.
No, I just rolled low.
25.
25. Okay.
I'm calling hacks.
Roll your impulse.
Not high enough.
Plus, your rate of movement is doubled.
Okay.
Anyways.
If I'm stealthing, then it's regular.
Yeah, and ours would be like halved.
Yeah, but
so
it's
you'd
still
be going
but
way faster.
I'm only
than us.
going like
So you
35
said 20,
feet.
25.
That's what I mean.
He's going like 100.
Yeah, he's like full speed. I'm going like 35 feet.
Now, can I tell how many there are?
Hmm?
Can I tell how many there are now?
Roll insight.
Yeah, you can. I'm out here.
Like 20, 23.
You don't see anything.
Can I do it again?
That's what you were doing?
Yeah.
For year round.
Okay.
Wait,
So,
huh?
No, he said all right.
yeah, I mean, this is your your
Oh,
turn.
I'm fighting now.
Yeah.
Shoot.
He already said something.
All right.
No, I mean, no, he can still look, but I'm assuming you have more APR than just the look.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I can't see him, so how can I shoot him?
What are you gonna do?
Good
You
lord.
go.
Just,
All right.
just shoot him. Just
So okay, the arrow came. Do I know? Good
he's gonna
God.
try and
You know the arrow
pinpoint.
came from ground.
From the ground. It's about as much
That's
as I
all you know.
Ah,
Because in your haste, you weren't looking.
It's
You
really
were just
simple.
flying off to a place you didn't know.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Look, you gotta
Okay.
think 20 steps ahead.
All right.
You really.
So then I guess I'm gonna have
how
to.
about this? Land.
Land.
I don't-
I already said I'm
Hey.
Okay,
faking
what?
it.
On the land.
Okay.
No, dude! No, you can't take my performance!
Okay, so you're landing.
Yeah.
All right.
You can just
You
like
can't
act like
take
you
my
can cover.
performance.
I just said if I get hit, I'm going
Well,
down
maybe this
and
is-
faking death.
Well, he's not faking death. He's just going down.
Yeah. Magic resistant. Dang it.
Also, I was super far away from him, so you just dropped like solo.
God.
You get hit with
He's gonna put down right here.
17 points of acid damage
Oh,
as a wave of acid just falls over you.
you know that
Oh.
stealth life does good.
Oh, that's why I'm sneaky.
Dang it! Now they're gonna be like.
I have a
super off
question.
guard.
He did full movement while flying. Or wait, no, if he's booking it, does it double regular flight movement?
He's going
Yeah, I mean,
straight on.
he would be moving faster than you were.
But then,
Yeah, but how far is the distance? Can I still see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
Ah, probably.
Okay.
because it'd be double his, and then like
No, it's quadruple mine.
it's
But
quad
go on,
his,
what's your
but then
question now?
yours regular.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I see him because that he just dropped
Well, you.
solo.
Oh, you mean when he goes under the ground? I mean.
No,
under
no,
the
he was
tree
in
line.
he was in the
Yeah,
air.
because you got here. Here's the thing. You can see very far looking out. You guys have been on a tall hill.
Okay.
You can see miles and miles, and you two are the only thing up in the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
So
some
yeah, you can definitely see him
Are there birds? Are there
until he
fowls?
went into the.
Yeah. So he
Alright.
so all I saw was him drop.
Yeah, I mean, well,
yeah.
He flew down. He didn't fall. He
Oh, okay.
flew down.
Okay.
You could tell that he would have banked his wings and
Oh, okay.
yeah. All right. So something happened. They went. Your turn.
I'm just going down landing.
Okay. Alright.
But I'm rolling a performance
For.
faking injury.
Oh. Okay. All right. Okay.
Feigning death.
So.
Alright. That is a 17.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
All right.
I'll roll
It's
insight.
okay, now we're insight.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry. You're rolling inside again.
I'm rolling insight to my surroundings to see if I can see y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see nobody.
Definitely
Yeah,
can't see me.
we're farther away.
You definitely can't
Alright,
see the
so
house.
now
I didn't
I want
go
to,
that
far,
since
though.
I'm there, I want to roll insight,
also
see if I can see
stealth.
them.
So was that.
Okay.
So I didn't go that far.
So that was, guys. That was the top.
Where are you
Next bottom.
Well,
Okay.
wouldn't see the top and the bottom of the surprise round.
No. The surprise round was when they got shot at.
26.
This is the actual round.
26.
Oh, dope.
What?
26 for insight to see if I can see them. Alright, is there a tree nearby? Is there some shelter?
Yeah, there are a bunch of trees. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to try to
Oh
go
no.
to a tree and at least
Hide.
hide, exactly.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Oh, so you're gonna stop.
Which is what you should have done.
I did.
28.
Okay.
Not high enough.
Yeah, it was just
Right.
bad.
That's what I did.
So that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
17 damage. 50
What's your investment again?
78.
44.
44.
Okay. An arrow hits in the tree just where your head is.
Better run away, bro.
They can see me there. So much for stuff.
I mean, all I can do
What if they
is...
can't see you? They just had a really, really lucky
What are you doing?
shot.
I rolled insight and I don't see y'all.
Are you guys? You guys are
It's the
200
bottom,
feet
right?
away from us, though.
It's the bottom.
You aren't 200 feet away from us, so I'd still see him in my star sight. I mean, why not? I'd still see him.
That doesn't last. How long does that last?
Pretty sure 1d4 roll.
A roll.
I did. I got a 1.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. This one's just
Oh, I
gonna...
know. It lasts 5 minutes.
Oh, then I won't see him.
No. All right. So any day now. Are we? We're still approaching correctly, stealthily. All right. Okay.
Will we hear any commotion?
I don't know. We gotta roll something.
Can I reroll
Well,
stealth though?
That was
Then
terrible
roll
insight.
Because I want to do
What?
better.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah, roll inside. What?
That was awful insight, so I can't say anything.
19.
I was looking for y'all.
No, we don't hear anything just yet. All right. So you're just okay. All right. Back up top.
Okay. So obviously then the arrow hit the tree near my head.
Mm-hmm.
So at least I have an idea of the direction they're at. So that I'm
You have to roll insight for that.
That could just be all around you.
You're hiding,
right.
and an arrow hits a tree.
He said right above my head.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I'm hiding and it hits above my head, then that means they are behind me.
Well, you don't know if they moved. You don't know if that was the end of their action. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You don't.
Roll insight.
Oh, nice!
Alright.
That was a natural
33.
12. Natural 12.
You don't see anything.
Oh, then we just can't see them.
Yeah, we won't.
I mean, unless he uses...
They
Alright,
probably
so then
can't see us either. At least,
So-
well, at least they, you guys definitely.
alright. So then I'm gonna stealth.
Hopefully.
Too right, you're calling the thing.
Hopefully not you guys, so like.
You gotta
did
stealth
most
again.
likely
23
Number.
to go around the tree.
So you're going around a tree.
Yeah, tactically retreat.
All right.
I don't know.
You hear laughter.
Yeah, man.
As you get shot.
And then
Yeah.
roll magic resistance.
There we go.
You gotta take 17 points.
Because this is the top. Roll magic resistance.
13.
You you feel very sleepy, and so you just want to just lay down and take a nap.
Do we have to save Stitch? I'm just.
All right, so Stitch is
I
sleeping.
love you, Stitch, but I'm just.
Oh no. Hey guys,
Okay,
could have avoided this.
we could have avoided this very easily.
All
All right, so
Oh, if only our.
Well, he did stealth
Vandra.
by, it was just bad.
Vandra, what are you doing?
I mean, I'll just be chilling here still, I guess.
Okay, so
You
you're
want
just
me
gonna
to
wait for us
heal?
to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep rolling insight until I see.
Do you want him to heal? See anyone.
It's
20.
20. Oh yeah, it's 20.
You don't say anything.
You
You do hear some noise that seems to be moving away from your position.
I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll drink a potion.
Okay. All right. Roll stealth one more time. The rest of us.
That,
Oh, I'm full.
hopefully it's better than what I thought last
19.
time. Oh, let's go. That's a
You're
12. I'm good.
37.
In case you wanted to know, it's a 46.
Alright. Okay, so we're good. We catch up to Vandra.
What's up?
Where's Stitch?
Hasn't taken the arrow out.
What happened?
Yeah, they shot at us. I don't know what happened, dude. He just kind of like there was stuff coming at us, and then he flew down somewhere in that
If you're
direction.
tracking somebody, you have to try to be at least a little bit more stealthy.
Oh, I tried. Trust.
Wait, with this kind of stuff?
I'm just bad at it.
Let's see if we can find him.
With this kind of stuff?
Yeah. I was just bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bet that's a 48 then.
Oh, not that part, but where we're about to go into, because at that point you were trying to sort of just go to a place.
Well, then,
but now if we're trying to find
there,
somebody, you're actually trying to.
When we're there, it's 40.
Yeah. Well, no, you're going to roll again. But okay, so we have to roll insight to see if we can find.
Oh yeah, that's the direction where he landed.
Okay. All right, so let's go in that direction.
Time for stealth.
All right. I'm going to roll stealth.
Well, didn't stealth. It was rough. I tried.
Right.
It was
Do you
bad
want to roll
stealth.
stuff again?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Bro.
17.
Oh hey!
I've rolled.
I might not get
12.
spotted first. I rolled a 19.
I have rolled
dang.
12.
31.
Yeah, you know times it was rough if your
So
stuff is
after-
low.
After, bless you.
Bless you.
After about you said
Yeah, I thought it was
Sneeze.
I thought it was
No, it's just a really bad cough.
Well, bless you anyway.
I'm 99 Sonya.
So after about 5 or so minutes, we come to an area that you think might have been where he was at.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, this is where I think you might have been.
All right, what is anybody doing?
Insight.
Stay
I don't
on.
know, like stealth.
I rolled 20 for insight to see
Wait,
if
do
I
we not
got
need this
12.
stealth?
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
not need to? Do we need to?
No, whenever you stop, you're gonna have to do stealth.
29.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll.
29, 4.
Insight around the area.
No, you said stealth.
Well, then
Insight.
I said never mind. Insight,
Oh, you
'cause
can't.
I said
But
the wrong thing.
you rolled first, though.
No, I didn't. I rolled after I said insight. The stealth. I didn't mean to say stealth. I said insight. And then I rolled.
Okay, I have to see the roll next time. What?
20 for insight. See if I see
Alright.
him.
Did you
I
guys
guess
roll
I'll
in
see. I'll
outside anything
roll
like that?
insight. Nah. Yeah, I'll roll insight too.
I'm just gonna roll inside. 27.
All right.
I've rolled a 25
Um,
3 times in a row for insight.
So anybody who rolled above 24
Nice.
will notice
There's no way.
some blood on the ground, and you would have seen acid before because we were in the cave, the eater of all things. So it looks like there was acid poured over one area.
I mean, you've also used acid before.
Yeah, you see a trail,
That's me.
and then there looks like there was a spot where a body may have fallen. And anyone who rolled over 27
Does
can
27
see that, 27 or higher.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Sees that it looks like there's something being dragged away.
Does a
Oh.
30 do anything extra?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to the party. There's something being dragged over there.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really stealthy, man.
So why don't you hang back
Okay.
and let us
Okay.
stealth up a little bit.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll chill here.
Alright.
I'll take a nap of my own.
Okay.
32.
Alright.
Guess I'll go to sleep.
Snores really loud. Just
Okay.
I'll,
Montoba's gonna hang back with you.
oh, you are?
Yeah. Because he started to move and he just didn't feel quite stealthy enough. So he said, "Hey, I'm just hang
wait.
back."
Actually, roll it, right?
Um,
Reroll.
yeah.
So,
Well, I got a 20.
almost
And
low
this
again.
is stalking.
Yay! It's a 42.
Okay. All right. So the three of you guys.
What did
Thinking
you do?
about.
20.
I went to sleep.
What is your stealth?
Myself is a 10.
You should probably stay back.
Guys,
Like, just
it's,
no.
it's too late.
Realistically.
It's too late. He's already done it. So the three of you guys get up to where the clearing is, and you see that there are a group of goblins, and they are talking to a large warrior in black armor.
Yo, my dragon tail armor.
And as they are talking, out of a different direction, there comes a figure with a sack in one hand and dragging Stitch in the other. The figure walks right up in the middle of everything, and whereas the black-clad figure was talking to the goblins, as soon as the figure sees the other one coming, the black-clad one turns and gives the newcomer its full attention.
Alright, I'm gonna suggest, since we're behind enemy lines, that Kaliff goes back. Like, not to be mean or anything, but I'm just saying.
Well, here's the
I'm
thing.
just gonna whisper it.
You're in the middle of seeing the situation. You guys are already made it to the point where you can see. So it would be pointless to tell him at that point, hey, why don't you go back? Because he might make more noise going back to get you guys noticed. Do you know what I'm saying? So what are you guys doing
So you just stay
as
here.
far as this scene? Well, there's nowhere to. I mean, you're
No,
at the,
I'm
you're
just
at
saying,
the clearing.
like, when we eventually go in, like, if we need to.
Well, why don't you? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna roll insight and see it out.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
roll
gonna
insight
here.
I guess.
See what's going on.
Okay, so I guess we're just gonna watch what happens.
21
You
for
can't
insight.
see what I'm doing.
22.
What is Manitoba sheet?
I don't know, it should be over there.
Ha! You have an
Okay.
insight of 14. I was wrong.
All right. So, what languages do you speak?
I got half.
Actually, do you?
Corn,
No, here. It's easier this way.
wood,
Anybody who hears wood. All right. So,
Everyone.
when you first roll up, the figure was talking to the goblins in a language that none of you know.
Are you sure?
Have they heard me speak?
And then they might have. And then when the other one comes, the black-clad figure switches to wood.
Okay.
All right.
Sure,
And
we don't know the language.
you hear a female voice saying, "It's Raphael. What have you brought us this time?" And Israfel comes up and he looks disappointed and he says, it's just that stupid gnome that you guys were looking for. And so he dumps out of his bag and a gnome falls out, beaten up pretty badly and unconscious. And then he says, and there was a group of guys out of Kabaiba. Foolish ones thought they could sneak up on me by flying straight through the air. I killed one of them, and here's the other one.
Yeah! Let's go! Vandra the actor.
So he throws them on the ground, and so the one who is talking says, "Israfel, why do you look so down? You got us the gnome we were looking for." "Yeah, but I thought it was an elf." "Well, I think there's elves in the woods. I'm going to be in the mist, and I will bring an elf head, Hermana. I will." And then he just drifts off.
This dude's insane.
This dude seems low-key cool. Like,
Not really.
not cool, but
So what are you guys doing?
Well, Matatopa's taking head, so why not?
Right! So let's join him. Put him as part of Wahuru.
It's like hashtag head game.
The black-clad figure goes over and picks up the gnome. She know it can't be. And she goes, "Hey, guy." Smacks the gnome. And the gnome starts to come awake a little bit.
Oh, no.
"Hey, guy, what are you doing outside of Kubaiba? You know you shouldn't have been outside of Kubaiba." And the gnome, he's real nervous. And he sort of winces up like this. And she says, "Oh, the things they're going to do to you back at the bastion." And she snaps her fingers, and out of the trees step 2 green-clad warriors. And she orders them to take him and half of the goblin contingent and get him to Azure Verdant as soon as possible. And she turns to the goblins and says, "It appears that our plan may have been interrupted. We have to act quickly. We need to go to the encampment." And so she and half the goblins go a different way. The 2 green-clad warriors and half the goblins rush off with Hey Guy.
If I killed Hey Guy now, it would be a mercy killing.
She looks at you
You're right.
and says, "I guess we'll take this one too."
Aww.
And so they start dragging you.
Well, that's tough.
Is it like a rope connected to him? Someone gets sniped. Well, it's not a sharp weapon.
No, I mean they're physically dragging him along the
I
ground
don't know
by
if I
his feet.
care
Could I
about Stitch enough
shoot
to
at their
risk
hand?
it.
Okay, so
I don't
Stitch
know, I
and
wanna
the
save
gnome
Stitch,
are
but
taken
I'm
by
not
the
gonna risk
same,
myself.
like...
Okay.
Like,
Hold
no
on, hold on,
offense,
hold
but
on. What?
I'm not gonna
So
put myself in
Stitch
person's
and the gnome
life.
are getting taken
Is
away
it
by the
fast?
same unit.
No,
Oh,
they're separated.
dang
The
it!
gnome is getting rushed back to Azure Verdant. Stitch is going with the other.
I don't like this bastard.
So
Would it
I
be a
want
mercy
to
killing if we killed the gnome?
ready weapon my daggers,
Pretty sure it would be. He's gonna get
the
beat.
special ones, and throw one at person's hand.
Do you have shooting from stealth?
So hold on,
Doesn't matter because the
hold on. Stop.
Okay,
What are
I
you
guess
doing
we're
now?
doing
I'm
this.
gonna take one of my daggers, special daggers.
Okay. So here's the thing, guys. You walked into a group, and you didn't roll insight to see how many people are there. I mean, you could be, and I'm gonna let you do it.
What hits his
But you
special
could be
damage?
shooting at. It doesn't matter. You could be shooting at 50 goblins.
Yeah, but they can't know where I am.
But here's the thing: they don't know you're there. If somebody gets hit, they're gonna know somebody is there,
Oh.
and so then they're not gonna just keep walking
That's
on.
not good for you.
So I will let you reconsider that possibly,
Yeah.
or you can do it. It's up to you.
Let's roll insight on how long
Let's
you're going with
we
Stitch.
should roll.
Well, that's a
insight.
12.
I'm upset they have the best stealth. I tried the stealth fly.
29.
29.
Oh,
Nice.
dumb that was.
Okay.
Let's see how
I
many
rolled a 14. At least you took
So
it
you
down.
know that there is
That performance is nice. I just want to say
there is
But
the
the Oscar
one
goes
in
to-
black clad armor.
Andra, and I'm
Alright.
called. Again!
That female looks to be very large.
You sleep.
She is an
I don't see that
elon.
person.
Elon?
Yep. And she has 2 other green clad elons that step out of the woods as she starts walking and they flank her. And then there are 7 goblins.
green clad elons, you said?
Mm-hmm. They're in green armor.
I guess I'm not.
And there are 7 goblins with them. And in the other group that was taking Haggai, the gnome, there are 2 green clad and 6 goblins.
Wait, how many? What were the green clouds again? Like how many?
Well, there are 2 in each group.
Okay.
Yeah. The one group is smaller that has the gnome. There are only 8 individuals in that group. And from what you guys see, there are at least 9 in the other group.
I'm pretty sure me, Kaliff and Belac to take out 7 goblins, 2 green lead people, and the black clad lady.
I just want to say, the last time we had a big party like this, it took all 6 of us to make it there, like, alive.
Okay, I mean,
What is this spell where I can send in?
I'm gonna whisper to Rasitlian that he should send a message to Matatopa and
I'm trying to cast audible sending.
yeah, audible sending.
Wait, isn't that within your line of sight?
That we're about to save Stitch, I guess.
I think it is within line of sight.
No,
200
it's
feet line
within
of
the
sight.
area.
I mean, you know where we're at. You could just come back and.
Well, I don't want to lose them. So we shall leave one person here.
Make a portal.
We shall leave
No,
Belac
that
here.
wouldn't work.
Well,
Would it?
as they're leaving, they don't seem to be particularly stealthy. I mean, they're walking quickly because she told them,
Well, I know.
you
but
guys get there
I
as soon
don't
as
wanna-
possible.
I don't want to lose them. So I'm just gonna. See
You
if I can...
found someone who was being stealthy. I mean, think about your character. You see some people walking through the woods. You know you can find them.
Yeah.
Versus, trying to track someone. So a group of people, you wouldn't be worried about losing them.
Alright, then let's just get up and run over to you guys as fast as, well, not as fast as possible. Like, we'll leave while stealth, and then run over.
So roll stealth.
Okay. 17.
32.
Okay.
It's actually 33.
All right.
Wait,
So
no.
you guys are
31.
fine, no problem.
Alright, I'm gonna tell you what we just learned.
Okay. Stitch.
You gonna wake me up?
Yeah.
You
Good
gotta go
job.
fast.
You did great.
You should.
Totally
So-
did great.
Man. Okay, well, so now it looks like we have 2 different queries.
Yeah, I say let's just go over after Stitch.
Well, you did wake me up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We can
After
save
Stitch.
Stitch and we'll tell Kubai about how he died.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's. Why don't we wait? I mean, we can try to track them a little bit, but since
Yeah, it's
they
a little
seem to
close.
be on alarm, why don't we wait a little bit?
Ooh, what if I run into that guy who thought he killed me and I kill him? Like, hello. Thought you had me.
All right.
Die.
And I've already cast a couple of spells today, so
Yeah,
I
that's
need
yeah.
to recoup.
That's
And
pretty much
is
what I
anybody
was
injured?
doing.
No.
I'm taking a little bit of damage.
On there.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Well, I'm not doing so.
What I'm going to do before I rest is I'll go ahead and cast Animal Scout to see if we can find the trail that they were with Stitch,
You should be.
and then we'll be able to take it from there.
Anyone want
All right.
to
But
go hunting with me?
that's a
Well, it's
good
like
place
7.
to stop for now. But what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you guys a couple
We can
questions
do,
for
like, our
EP.
jobs,
We got about 13 minutes.
Oh, we're not gonna do our jobs.
What?
We're not
I
gonna
can't
do our
do
jobs.
that.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Leave it. Leave it.
Okay. What were your jobs?
Well, I'm the cook /
He cooks.
chef person.
Me and Belac were hunters.
So when you say cook, what are you planning on doing?
Whatever.
Well, I was
we
gonna
got.
hunt. Yes. I was wanting to go hunting with someone to get the meat, and then I was gonna start. Well, he was gonna start the fire, and I was gonna make.
Matatopa would tell you that's not a good idea. I mean, we're in enemy territory, and you want to divide the group and go hunting when you know that there's.
Maybe alright.
Okay, go hunting. I'm gonna let you play it out real quick.
Well, who wants to go hunting with me?
Okay.
Well,
I mean, if we're just
You're
theoretically
You're
playing
not. You're not going. Matatopa tells you you're not going.
Okay.
What? The triad stuff,
You're
man.
not taking my son out there.
Actually, I don't want
Well,
to go.
we're
with him.
theoretically playing this out,
He's
right?
He's
Yeah, I'm gonna let you play
I'm
it
gonna
out.
be real
Yeah.
quiet.
I can't go there.
Yeah, you're not going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very smart either. What Macho said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going with him.
I mean, you can go.
He'd be
No,
like,
I never hunt solo because I'm not good at hunting.
Okay.
I just kind of help with the hunt.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's why I was like,
so-
let's just go hunting. But, if no one goes, then I can't catch anything.
Back to the questions then.
That's
Who can tell
Just
me
love to cook stuff.
one thing that you learned during this session.
I can tell you.
It's gotta be something good and impactful about your character.
Oh, impactful.
Oh, no, we'll start. Yeah.
It's the 12th year leading up to the Blood Moon.
Okay.
Which influential for us.
Also, I learned.
Okay, hold on. Can you explain why that's important?
No, you aren't.
We
We're not allowed to.
This is out of game, so
No.
I mean,
No,
No.
we can't. Oh,
Without revealing.
because I know. So it's a special occasion. So I know next year to be ready for that.
Okay, for the
For
event
this,
of the
for
Blood
special
Moon.
occasion of
Okay.
the Blood Moon.
All right.
And also
the
out of game.
equivalent.
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
I just said
So, okay, go on.
I'm kind of learning more about the Bastion, and that the more I see like their main soldiers consisting of elons, I'm kind of figuring out that this is a place where, I mean, they want to kill elves, and they're kind of like corrupting my peoples, as like I'm an elon, and I'm kind of figuring out that maybe I don't see the Bastion as a great place, because in Kubaiba there were people who I'm trying to think of the one guy who was racist against elons. It was
Oh, you mean the El Skotal?
yeah, Skotal.
Yeah.
I was trying to say yeah.
Well, here's the
And
thing,
I'm kind of
though. You already have heard about the Bastion.
right.
And we know that the Bastion is part of the Kushite Empire.
Yeah.
And so I would imagine you wouldn't have had fuzzy feelings about them, because right now we're currently fighting them.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have fuzzy feelings about them, but I mean, like, I don't like that. This is just kind of a holdout of elons who are making a bad name for the rest of the elons in Mythandria.
Ah, okay, all right. Stitch?
Something we're learning?
My mother's blood as a Kelton got into me, and I just had a desire to go and fight the enemy without really thinking. And I should have been more patient and pursuing my enemy, but I really wanted to just go and kill somebody.
So you mean every time we go into battle?
Okay, all right.
So
So you learn to not.
I learned
so I learned
that when it comes to acting and using my words, I'm getting I'm getting better than what I used to be at.
Ah,
Especially at acting.
Especially the speaker thing
Okay,
that's
alright.
kind of playing into it. So like when I was persuading you, and I'm not super charismatic, and I was able to eventually do that, that was just kind of cool.
nice. Okay.
I'm learning that like the important stuff to halflings is in a bigger reach than I originally thought. Because I wouldn't imagine that something being so like important would be this far away from where I was ground. Because it was like, and it was
Okay.
isn't really
I hear what
near
you're saying.
the main area.
Okay, that's good. All right. Who can tell me what was going on with the elf?
What?
The elf.
Oh, the elf. Okay.
Power elf? The one I was thinking of.
The hand. Yeah.
Oh, it was.
All right, write it down.
Can I text you?
That's fine. Go ahead and text.
Are we talking about like this session or?
Yeah. What happened? What's going on with the hand?
You got kidnapped?
Well, that was pretty obvious, but something beyond the obvious.
I have no idea.
It's cool. I think I'm thinking on your
Okay.
wavelength.
Let's mute that.
It's no one I know.
Yeah.
You guys no guesses?
no guessing.
Dude, I've not even met him.
All right. Well,
I saw him briefly for like a minute.
Okay.
And he was leaving. He was getting taken away when I met him. I don't know.
Last thing. What do you think is the relationship between the black-clad figure and the one who kidnapped Stitch? What type of relationship do you think they have? And you can text me your answers.
A relation
All right. I will look at your answers and give you EP on that. You each, for the answer you gave me, as far as what you learned, you get 1 EP.
I also have 2 things that I learned out of the game.
What did you learn?
The Methandrian moon is called the Frozen moon.
Okay.
And also that there's 13 years that it's on the blood moon is on a 13-year cycle.
Okay. All right. Which you should have known that, but that's okay.
Wait, hold on.
All
I
right.
probably
Someone did know
if
that.
I'm 23.
And
No,
so
it happened when you were 10. No, it happened when you were.
we'll
No,
talk because
wait.
I don't want you to talk
Yeah,
about
because
that
I have to be
answer.
older than that if it's
No,
gonna be.
you don't. You're not understanding it. Okay. So, you guys get one EP
Let me try
for
it.
surviving, except for Stitch.
2 EP for surviving.
No. For
Minus 1 for.
surviving the encounter, and you get the 1 EP for your answer. And then if you give me the answers to these other 2 questions, you have potential getting more EP.
Wait,
Okay.
so +1 for surviving, +1 for question, and then possible +2.
If you answer those questions for me. All right, guys. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. So give me a
Peace
second
out,
here.
Cam, fam.
Cam fam,
See
until
you,
next
Cam
week.
Fam.
Guys, I'm at 159. I'm doing good.
Bro, I'm at 200. Well, actually, now I'm at 210.